Hello, you little fish taco enjoyers, and welcome back to the Mighty Beans podcast. I
Well,
am Miguel, also known as GDA SmackDown, also known as Junior, also known as Big Daddy Boss Man. I'm here to introduce my fellow co-hosts.
Uh-huh.
I don't know what I'm doing. I'm
Yeah,
kind
you
of tired
fucking
right now.
fish
I'm not gonna
fuckers.
lie.
yeah, me too. I just didn't want to say it. Anyways, this is the caldo de pollo edition. Send us off, Ruby.
For the past few days now. Oh, by the way, I'm pregnant. I've been craving.
Okay.
I've been craving caldo, but specifically caldo de queso. And my mom
Why
apparently.
is it pollo?
What?
Why caldo de queso specifically?
I don't know, bro. I just wanted caldo de queso because it's like a spicy soup. And I just fucking wanted it. And I've been wanting it so badly that all day today I have felt nauseous, and anything I've ate, I'm like, this is gross. I don't want it. Until
Unless it's caldo de queso.
I went to the store and I was like, fuck this shit. I'm gonna make my own fucking caldo. So I went to the store and I bought the stuff and I made it today for dinner. And it came out pretty good. There's a few things though that I know I can do better because it's not exactly how like my mom makes it, because hers is like really, really good. But it was enough to like suffice my craving, if that makes sense. And now I don't feel so nauseous.
See, when you say caldo de queso, I immediately think of like a bowl with a giant ass cheese wheel just sticking out of it.
So
Have you
are
never
you
had,
saying you never
caldo
had
de
it?
queso before?
No,
Really?
Interesting.
I've had caldo de
Uh-huh.
albóndigas, I think.
That's just called
Okay,
ambodigas, my
that's
dude.
common.
But that's all. That's all the caldo I have.
What was I gonna
Caldo de
say?
verduras.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah, that's normal too. That's common. Yeah.
So caldo de queso
But yeah, that's literally it.
is not just this fucking huge ass Havarti cheese roll sitting in your bowl, okay?
Okay, why
It's
Havarti though?
Well, I'm disappointed.
It's potatoes with green chiles and queso fresco. And you cube up the potatoes, you cook them and roast them, season it how you want it. There's a lot more to it, right? But
Toast,
just
roast.
the generics of it, and then you throw in your garlic, your onion, get it all nice and sauteed in there. Throw in your chiles, get it all nice and toasty in there. But before you do that, you need to cook the chiles over the comal, right? Get it nice and charred, plastic bag, clean off the skin. And then you add the water, taste and season to your preference, and then at the end you throw in a little bit of like warm milk and the queso fresco. Let it cook a little bit more without melting the cheese, and then that's it.
When?
Like towards the end, when the soup is like pretty much ready to go, the potatoes are like softened and it's to the like seasoning you want it. That's when you'll add the cheese at the end.
No. When did I ask?
I
You know,
am hanging up.
I had a feeling. I had a feeling you were gonna say that, but then when you didn't, I was like, "Oh, I guess he really was curious."
I am fucking you over next time we're playing divers. You think you're getting
Man,
in
this is
the
great. With
helicopter?
the new internet, it makes it even harder to understand what you're saying.
Oh, was I cutting out?
Oh, you've been.
Oh no. Yeah, so also new
Foolish
update.
child.
I moved out to my new place, and internet is dog shit on a stick. And that's the best internet we have. That we've looked around, I've called every company that I could think of that give us internet, and the only best thing I can get is satellite.
And this is why I moved out to begin with. I will stand on this grave, on this hill. I will shout it from the mountaintops.
On
Don't
this
ever move
grave.
to that area.
Well,
R.I.P. Good internet.
what's
You will be missed dearly.
Congratulations, you are now living in the primitive ages.
primitive ages? Well, it was either buy this house and we get to move out and be on our own and I'm closer back with my family, or I was still stuck up in Payson and losing my mind and going downhill mentally.
See, the thing that would piss me off the most about where you moved to right now, Ruby, is that it's literally like 3 to 5 minutes away from where my parents live, and my parents have great internet.
Yeah, that's what makes me really,
really?
fucking upset, because my mom and dad, yeah, they have not the best, but good enough to be able to do the podcast, to dive, to stream, like all just the normal necessities that I do. And yet I'm on a hill, no fucking trees, nothing blocking my vision. Like I'm literally on top of everybody where I'm at. No fucking internet. Zero. I am literally a dead zone.
Yeah. And the internet my parents have,
You should
it's
take
like,
your place and push it somewhere else.
Uh-huh.
technically,
Sure.
you could do that. You technically could do that. That's how you got your place there in the first place.
That is true.
Exactly.
I could do that, huh?
But
Bro,
like,
just find a not dead zone and then just push it there. Problem solved.
my parents' internet, it's Ruby kind of downplayed it a little bit. My parents do have great internet. Like I could be like streaming, and then another room someone could be like watching like a movie, like streaming, and then another room somebody else could be playing like Apex, and then they'll be like it'll be perfectly fine. There'll be no internet issues whatsoever. I don't know what the
Yeah.
exact speed that they have is, but it's definitely like better than what my parents use it for. Like a lot better.
Yeah, my parents just use it for
Like
TikTok and
filing
Netflix, and that's it.
taxes.
Pretty much, yeah.
my god. Oh man, I'm already yawning.
Man, while we're on the topic of movies, I watched Rocky for the first time ever, like 2 days ago.
Really?
Yeah, what'd you think?
It was actually good. It was a good movie. I didn't think it was gonna be like as good as it was. I did have an issue towards the beginning of the movie though. Have you both of you seen Rocky, right?
A long time ago.
I
but yeah.
have, but a very long time ago. I don't remember a lot of
Yeah.
it, to be honest.
The only thing I remember.
Well, near the
Eh.
beginning.
Oh, go ahead.
No, go ahead, Ruby.
I was gonna say the only thing I remember is Rocky yelling, "Adrian!" The big ass Russian dude beating the shit out of him, and the training montage. That's all I remember.
All right, so you haven't seen Rocky 1 because you're describing Rocky 4.
Yeah.
Well, anyways, in Rocky 1, Adrian is like, this like super shy girl,
Gr-
and she goes on this date with Rocky, but Rocky like pressures her into going into his apartment, and
Ew.
was really like pushy, like, I want to kiss you. You don't have to kiss me back, but I want to kiss you. That part really made me uncomfortable because it's like, oh, cool. He's going to rape her.
Oh
No,
God.
he's going to kiss her.
But he doesn't. She doesn't have
Yeah.
to kiss back.
Yeah, but still, like, that for me, I feel like that's the only part of the movie that hasn't aged well. Like, if that scene came out today, people would be like, oh my God, Rocky's a rapist.
Oh my
yeah,
god, holy shit!
But yeah, other than that, it was pretty good.
That was.
And
Oh, sorry, what were you saying?
I was gonna say I laughed out loud when Rocky was shit on television, and he's like, "Wait, I want to say something to my lady." Hey, Adrian, it's me, Rocky. But yeah, it was a good movie overall, and I can't wait to watch the next 4 movies. No, 5 movies.
And don't forget Creed.
Are you going to include the Creed series?
Yes, I am including those, so I still need to watch Rocky 2, 3, 4, Creed, and Creed 2. Oh, there's Creed 3 as well.
Creed
Damn.
is a
Is it Creed
really
3?
good movie.
Yeah. I know. I wanted to start with the Creed movies, but I feel like it'd be doing an injustice skipping over Rocky and just starting with Creed.
Also,
I only seen the first Creed movie, but that one was really good, and John Bernthal's in it, and he's a great actor.
Wait!
I think Grudge Match also was after Rocky. Or is that
Grudge Match?
something else?
What is that?
It's a boxing movie about these two old rivals going at it again in the ring after like years of being off the box.
Oh, Never Step Down.
No.
I'm kidding.
Never back down, never
I
what?
haven't seen.
But I don't remember if it was after the events of Rocky or is like someone else. I think it was.
I think Grudge Match is just a movie that has a similar story to Creed. Because I remember correctly, that's the story of the first Creed. Like Rocky gets back in the ring again and fights like an old like rival. Isn't that what happens in Creed?
No,
Creed.
Is,
Oh, go ahead.
this whole story is focused on Apollo Creed's son.
Oh, I think I'm confusing the two then.
Yes, Apollo, Creed's son comes to train with Rocky, and Rocky's like, "No, I'm out of it. I'm out of it, kid. I don't do that no more." And he keeps trying to get him to be his like trainer.
No fun no more.
Yeah, pretty
Creed,
much.
It's me, Rocky.
And then Creed 2. Oh, I vaguely remember what happens in Creed 2. I think he like starts to get like not aggressive, what's the word? But like starts to get into like trouble. I can't remember. It's been a while since I've seen it.
Trouble,
And,
trouble.
Too Creed, too furious.
I don't want to ruin what happens because Francisco's gonna watch it. But I did enjoy the first one. It was really, really good.
But yeah, I can't wait to start my journey for all those movies.
Are you also
Rocky, Creed, and all that stuff.
Are you also gonna watch shit, what is it called? Rambo?
You know what? I have never seen Rambo, but I am really tempted to start watching the Rambo series as well.
Rambo's good. I remember the first one being boring, but I like all the other ones.
I don't remember much except for him screaming on top of a tank. Just ah!
Shooting machine gun, probably.
Yeah, and he looked
You sound-
like
That,
what's that
that's
game
your
called?
typical Rambo behaviors.
You sound like the bald bull from Punch Out.
Is that what I sounded like?
Never played it.
Yeah, the Punch Out like Wii version. He goes like ah, that's what you sounded like.
That's probably one of the hardest games I still haven't fucking beat on NES.
Punch Out.
I have never, ever
Yeah, that game's pretty hard.
Punch Out. Once did I make it to Mike Tyson, and I immediately fucking lost. Ugh.
You got knocked out before you enter the ring.
Dude. It was so hard just to get there that I was like, fuck this shit, man. And I never went back to it.
Yeah, it doesn't help the fact that once you finally get to Tyson, for the first, I think it's like 45 seconds of the fight, every single punch that he throws out will one-shot you if you get hit.
It's a knockout punch.
And they all
yeah.
come out quick, too.
Just dodge it.
Sure.
Oh, yeah, you dodge it. But if you fuck up, then you're just down instantly.
Just get up.
Stand up, idiot.
Yeah.
And then if you block those hits,
Bro,
it
you have 10 seconds
drains.
to get back up. Just get up.
And if you try and block it, it fucking drains your stamina.
The problem is
Actually,
that
no,
like,
you can't do that.
when
Actually,
you
you
get-
have to dodge it.
yeah, you have to dodge it. The problem is that like once you get knocked down, Francisco, you have 10 seconds to spam like A and B to get back up. But after you get knocked down for the third time, you're guaranteed you don't get back up, and you instantly lose.
It's a TKO.
Oh yeah, it's a TKO. It's a technical knockout. I learned that from my Oculus boxing.
Oh yeah,
Poor baby wants to come in the room with me.
you put a baby.
Yeah, she hears me in the room and she
She's
wants
with you
to
right
come in
now?
here. Yeah, she's with Ben.
Oh, I had lunch with her. She had
Yeah?
mac and cheese.
She didn't sleep all day apparently. She only napped for like 30 minutes. And so Ben went to go pick her up for me because I was making the caldo de queso, and I told him that it's going to take a while. I want to get started right away because Mom said it'll take like an hour or so to cook. And she came back
Usually does,
home
yeah.
and she's passed the fuck out, dude, in Ben's arms. Like, Ben has her upside down, like Ace Ventura did with the Monopoly dude, and she goes, "Do not pass, go! Did I collect $200?" And she's like, not waking up.
Thanks for
And
the
so-
free parking.
So I just told her, well, I guess just let her nap, for an hour or so, and then we'll wake her up. She was not happy.
Damn, son.
Yeah, dude, she fell asleep at 6:30 or something.
That's late for a nap.
But early for bed.
Yeah, she's gonna wake up at like 3 in the morning if she went full sleep.
No, don't say that. She's already done that a couple times. I've had to watch My Little Pony at 3 in the morning.
My little pony, my little pony. Ah!
You
I
already,
tried.
you already know my kid's watching Sonic X.
I tried putting on Spirit for her, and she only ran in for the songs and then would run back out when there was no music playing.
Don't judge a
Yeah.
thing till you know what's inside.
That's
Never gonna give it up, no.
That's how it is when she watches the Mario movie too.
Oh.
Yeah, looks like she's
She'll
getting
like play
bored
with
of
her
it.
toys and stuff when like the regular stuff's going on, and then all the songs come on, and then she like runs up over and she actually starts paying attention.
So you know how, Francisco doesn't know this, but recently I took her to her 2-year doctor's appointment, wellness check, and they're concerned about her lack of speech, like her lack of words that she's been saying. So they had me schedule her with a speech therapist. Can you guess how far out they are?
Let me guess, Glendale.
Why the fuck would they be all the way in Glendale?
No, not where they're
Because
located. How
Ruby
far?
told me to guess how far they are.
No, they're scheduling, Francisco. The scheduling. How far out they are in scheduling.
Oh, 1 year.
Okay, Junior.
That was kind of my guess. I'll say 1.5 years.
Yeah, you're not far off. It's a year. Actually, a year
Why
and
the fuck are
I
they
was
scheduled
right.
so far away?
So her speech therapy appointment.
Bro, at this point, just have them like.
Uh-huh.
At this point, just like talk to her like a normal human being.
That's what I do.
Today we're going to learn about taxes.
Okay, but I can't
Yeah.
teach her that.
But yeah, so I made that appointment, and I'm just like, okay, by the time this appointment comes around, I think she's going to be talking a lot more.
Hopefully.
But the lady was all like, by the way, we are, pretty booked out for a while. And I was thinking like a month, maybe 3. And I was like, okay, whatever. She goes, how does June 2nd of 2025 sound? What?
Sounds horrible, you should have said.
I'm like, is that your soonest? And she goes, yes,
Bro, do they
ma'am.
only got like one person?
I guess so. I don't know.
Only one. It's the same dude. Books the appointments, does the appointments themselves. Like, it's just one person running an entire business. Yeah, I'm booked until next year.
God
Yeah,
damn.
when she said that,
How
I
about
was
an
like,
organization with like multiple therapists?
they have to hire for that. And I guess people just aren't going in that field. I just hate
tell them they're
how
not playing
fucking...
outfield.
I just fucking hate how slow and behind our like medical field is in this aspect. To get seen as a new patient still to this day, with a new primary care physician, is like 5 months out. Like,
Yeah, imagine like
kidding
you
me?
have something like going on with you, and then you're like, man, I should go see a doctor, and the doctor's like, yeah, we'll see you in like 8 months when your leg's already fallen off.
yeah, that's
When your
what
skin's already peeled off your arm.
Yeah.
happened to Ben.
Typical American healthcare.
Was that your little fucking party favor? Just brrr.
What? No.
No, I think he was
That
trying
was
to do an
me
American
doing a-
Eagle screech.
Yeah,
Oh.
bald eagle. Like,
I'm gonna tell you, sir, that is not what they fucking sound like.
Discord cut me off. You didn't hear the last one.
That's okay. It was probably also wrong.
Maybe you're wrong. Anyways,
Well, if you're thinking about the typical like eagle screech that you hear in like in movies and shit, that's also wrong. You don't. That's not what they sound like in real life too.
okay, fine. Well,
That's
No.
I guess that's more accurate.
Oh wait, guys, I have an idea. I'll be right back.
has an idea. Leaves Discord call. What the fuck?
She did. Well, you just had to go
God
and
damn it.
say it, didn't you?
Hey, we were just talking about you.
Yeah, we were all good things. Good things. It sounds worse. What the fuck did you do?
Yeah, you went down three stars, man.
Do 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 do. What was the idea? Hello.
Hello? What?
Whatever your idea was, it severely backfired. We don't hear you.
Is she even talking?
Probably.
All right, everyone. We're struggling with some technical difficulties, but all this will be sorted out by the editor. Shoutouts to editor.
Yeah.
Always does a good job with editing.
Sure, man. Well,
Yo,
well,
so what'd you think of that whole Helldiver situation?
dude,
you know?
I was just about to say that.
Dude, we're like connected.
I know, right? I was just about to say, well, while she's working that out, did you hear about Helldivers?
Oh yeah.
Anyways, yes, I have. Would you like to explain it to people who don't know what's going on?
Yeah. Literally, the long story short is that for people to play Helldivers, they were
Man, this
going
is
to
some
require
dog shit bullshit.
people. Hey, you're alive.
Well, for some reason, my phone wasn't picking up my mic at all.
What was this glorious plan of yours?
To use Discord on my phone instead of on my computer.
Oh, because the phone data would have been quicker internet than your actual internet.
Yes, but for some reason, because it recognizes this headset that it's supposed to also have a mic, it doesn't pick it up using the phone's like mic itself. It's fucking stupid.
Okay.
That's what we call real sad boy hours.
I might not
Well,
last
you were
here a
saying,
long
Francisco?
time, guys.
Well, just hold out as much as you can. Anyways, in order to play Helldivers 2, the developers, not the developers, I think it was Sony,
Yeah, Sony
was
specifically.
going to have it. Yeah, they were going to make it a requirement for people to link a PSN account in order to play Helldivers 2. And the problem with that is not every country in the world has access to PSN. Which means that like a bunch of countries that would normally play Helldivers would not be able to play Helldivers. And every like PC user went to a frenzy.
Pretty much, yeah. And that's not the only reason why it was like a shit idea. The other thing is that Sony, the reason why they were requiring it in the first place was for quote unquote security purposes. But Sony's like pretty fucking notorious for getting hacked. So like the security quote unquote purposes would like really have not been much security in the first place.
It didn't make sense.
Didn't
that
they
was
have
their
like
excuse.
3 breaches in the span of like 15 years?
Yeah.
In the span of 15
Actually,
years,
more.
probably like 4, I think.
4? Jesus Christ, dude.
Yeah.
So yeah, that was terrible, and now we're getting a nice flag out of it.
Yeah. Basically, what ended up happening was everybody who hated the idea of having to, use a PSN account to play Helldivers started review bombing the fuck out of Helldivers on the Steam page, and then they started, tweeting at Sony and shit, being like, "This fucking sucks, fuck you," and all this stuff. The developers and Steam themselves were basically on the side of the players, to the point where Steam was even refunding people the game, getting their full money back, even if they were past the typical 2-hour refund mark. So basically, Steam was like, "We'll let it slide." People with like 80 hours of gameplay were still getting like full refunds, which is pretty
Nice.
badass on Steam side.
Yeah.
And but as of I think 2 days ago now, Sony has actually gone back on that. They are no longer going to require a PSN account.
They set out like
They revoked
this
it.
Yes.
apology statement on X. I didn't see the live tweet. Junior did. I just saw the TikTok about it. They're basically like, "Oh, your guys' feedback is invaluable. We appreciate you guys speaking up. We have decided to resend this." Like some fancy ass shit like that.
Please stay on the line. Your call is very important to us.
Basically.
Pretty much, yeah. And this is one of the few times where the people actually won against the big corporate, which is pretty nice.
Hell yeah. They woke the fuck up, Samurai, and they burned the city.
So yeah, I'm excited, dude, because I want to keep playing Helldivers, and I didn't want to, have to not play it on principle. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I know what you mean. I mean, if I'm being completely honest, I still would have played it, but that's just me.
I would have stopped if it did get to that point, because I
I
already
wouldn't
don't have a
wanna support
PS5
that.
for the simple reason that like Sony has just been like such a greedy and like kind of shit company for a while now. Past like 7 years, I want to say they've been kind of just going downhill. A while back, I don't remember how long ago it was actually, but they actually got sued for taking like too much money from the developers. Basically, like whenever somebody would buy a game off the store, Sony would take up to like 40% or some shit like that.
God damn.
So that's like where it all started for me, when I started being like, man, Sony kind of fucking sucks. But the games be hella good.
Yeah. Speaking of Sony games, or I don't know if it is Sony, but I started playing Stellar Blade.
Oh.
Well, yeah, that's Sony.
I
Well,
s-
it's not developed by Sony, but it's published by Sony.
It's published by, yeah.
How's that
But
so
I
far?
started streaming it. It's good. I'm not gonna say that it's amazing because it's definitely not amazing, but it's good so far. I will say this though. I did enjoy the first 2 hours of the game, but after that, I'm kind of like, eh. Like, I don't know. If the game keeps going the way it has been going, like this last stream, I might consider like dropping the game and playing a new game.
Is it just like getting stale, like repetitive, or what?
It's the story, the dialogue, and the voice acting. The combination of the three is making me like turn away from it. The gameplay itself is really good. Um, the music was like S tier during the beginning of the game, but now going deeper into the game, the music like dropped to like a C tier.
Oof.
Um, the dialogue is horrid, along with the voice acting. I'm playing it in English. I don't know if you're supposed to be playing it in the native um, in the native, dialogue.
Native
The
tar.
native language.
Yeah, but here's the thing. Even when like anime is English dubbed, they get like some pretty recognizable voice actors if it's like good.
Yeah.
Christopher Sabat or fucking anyone that does anime.
All
Really.
the standards: Christopher Sabat, Johnny Young Bosch, or Yuri Lowenthal. Typical voices you hear everywhere.
Yeah, but for Stellar Blade, that fucking got some yahoos out of the street. I'm assuming
Some yahoos
Because
off of the street.
one of the voice actors, he does the voice of his name's Adam in the game.
Adam.
He is the least enthusiastic person like in the game. He's supposed to be like this survivor on Earth, and he's been holding out for God who knows how long. But the way he talks is so like he doesn't sound natural. He doesn't talk the way a normal human being would talk. Does that make sense?
Does he talk kind of like Richter and the Castlevania Nocturne anime? Because that's how I describe him. Very like unexciting or unmotivated
Like-
or whatever.
No personality.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He sounds bored the whole time.
Yeah.
And also just like I don't know if this is me like nitpicking, but it's not only like how he sounds, but it's also the way he talks. Like if there's like let's say the camera points to this thing that you can cut down to make a bridge. And you'll hear him talk and he's like, "Do you think you'd be able to cut that down to make a bridge?"
I see what you're saying.
And it's
Oh,
like that,
God.
and it's like that for the entire game. Perhaps we could turn on the power somewhere else. It's like, no one fucking talks like that, dude.
Are you able
and
to
it just-
switch the audio back to its native language mid like gameplay or like mid save file or whatever?
I'm sure I could. But I do like Eve's voice. I don't know. I'll try it, but I think I'm just gonna stick with English. But it's Adam's voice that I don't like. During my last stream, we actually met a new character, and her voice is good, and she talks, natural. It's literally just the one person, Adam.
Yeah, try switching
That
try
sucks.
switching the language over because when I played through Nino Kuni, God, I fucking hate that game. I had a similar situation where one of the main characters' voice was really fucking annoying. So I just switched it over to Japanese, and then I was actually able to get through because Japanese voice acting is a lot better.
Oh, are you talking about Drippy?
Yes, Mr. Drippy. He's so fucking annoying, dude.
I hate
him
Drippy.
so much.
He's so fucking useless throughout the whole game.
That too. He also gets in the way. Like, I'm not gonna get into a Nino Kuni rant.
We've already been through this.
Yeah, don't play the first Nino Kuni. I haven't played the second one yet. I do plan on playing it. I
Are
heard
you
it's better,
sure?
so, but we'll see. Yes, I will play the second Nino Kuni.
Okay.
Anyways, but yeah, that does suck. I did hear that the Stellar Blade story was pretty bad. I listened to the official podcast, Voice Critical's podcast, and one of the guys on the podcast was talking about how the story in Stellar Blade is just really bad.
Yeah, I'm not really excited about the story. It's just the combat, and some of the bosses are cool. The first like boss that you fight that's like not in the tutorial is fucking sick. I love that boss, and the music for the boss is amazing because it goes from like it has like music that has like a chorus in it. You hear the da 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 da,
Oh yeah.
and then like it builds up and it drops with fucking dubstep. And that shit is so sick. And also the boss that you fight, it's I think the boss's name is called Abaddon, which I think is like supposed to be a biblical thing. But you fight this boss, his name is Abaddon, and it has like these huge ass horns on top of its head. And it shoots lightning at you, and it has like it's dual wielding these like large blades, and it's so satisfying to like just be in that fight, parrying and shit. Oh, it plays similar to like Metal Gear Rising mixed with Sekiro, Shadows Die Twice.
Oh, okay.
So it has like a parry mechanic, and you do like sword play, but it has the speed of Metal Gear Rising.
Does it
along
like,
with like
does it have like a poise meter and shit too, or not?
there are like these diamonds underneath the enemy's health bar. So let's say there's 4 diamonds. If you perfect parry 4 times that enemy, you can deal a death blow, which won't kill it, but it'll do like severe damage.
Okay.
So if you do like 2 parries against a normal enemy, it's pretty much an insta kill because it's just a normal enemy. But against bosses, it deals like not a quarter of their health, just a tiny bit less than a quarter, which is still a lot.
Yeah. That's pretty cool.
But yeah, the whole parry stuff is really cool. You get to change the appearance of your character, which the only thing that sucks about that is that you're literally only changing the appearance. There's no buffs or anything to your appearance. But you have different things. You have these things, I think they're called like exo spines or something, and that's where your buffs come in, like you have resistance to throwables or something like that,
Yeah.
But everything else is cosmetic. Your appearance, you could put these earrings on, but they don't do shit. You could put these this thing in your hair, but it doesn't do shit. It's literally just cosmetic.
But it doesn't do shit.
Like, there's only like maybe two out of like the 5 things that you can change in your character that actually does affect gameplay. Which in a way it's like, alright, cool I guess, but I wanted to expect more from it.
I did hear that if you wear like the skimpy outfit, or if you like take off all your armor or whatever, it does actually make you like take more damage.
Which makes sense. Like, I have no issue with that. If you want to play the game on hard mode, then yeah, go ahead and take everything off.
Oh, I'm hard, all right.
Let's take off all our clothes.
But I do like the voice actress for Eve. Her regular like dialogue is okay, but her it's her voice in combat that's pretty cool. I like the way she like yells and grunts when she's doing attacks.
I know exactly what you mean. That's how I am every time I play Dante's Inferno.
And you play as Virgil?
No.
Okay.
No, the voice acting in Dante's Inferno, like when he does the grunt and stuff, when
It's pretty good.
Graham McTavish voices Dante, shit's so clean.
That's how the case is for like a lot of the games too. Like Devil May Cry, I love Dante's voices when he's fighting, especially when he does Stinger. You just hear him go like, yeah.
Yeah.
You can
Or,
tell that the voice actors
another
have
example
fun
is
when
this,
they do
This
it.
is actually back when I used to,
Sorry.
Yeah.
or rip their throat outs trying to.
That too. But if they're professionals, then they wouldn't,
Yeah. An example is when I used to live with you, Junior, and used to play a Bloodstained. I liked the main character's voice whenever you like did an attack or jumped or whatever it is he did.
Oh yeah. Was it Ritual of the Night, the one where I play as that one girl?
Yeah,
Yeah, I like that too.
there was that, and also Bayonetta. I like the way Bayonetta sounds whenever she's fighting.
Yeah, me too. I like when she does her rapid jabs.
Or whenever she's like calling forth the demons and you hear her voice kind of like echo or reverb.
Oh yeah, and she's like ah rah, 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 or whatever the fuck she says.
No, she doesn't go full
And no, it's
fucking
not
affected
racist.
monkey mode.
First of all,
But she could.
I was naming the location of a Kingdom Hearts world.
They found me.
What?
Valerie broke through the door.
What are you talking about?
I think Ruby's quoting something, but I don't know what it is.
Oh, okay. Well, anyways,
Well, speaking of video games that we're playing recently for the first time, I just beat the first Dark Souls for the first time yesterday or 2 days ago.
oh shit, how was it?
Bad. I still think it's a bad game.
Bling bling blong.
But I felt like it wasn't fair for me to give an honest review of the game without beating it, so I finally went back and beat Dark Souls after. This is probably like my 10th attempt at playing through the game now.
Dude, Dark Souls
'Cause,
1?
For those, yeah, Dark Souls 1. For those who don't know the story, which I'm pretty sure I've told before, but I'll tell a quick version of it. I played the first Dark Souls like a year after it came out in like 2012 on my 360. And somebody else, a friend of mine at school, told me it was a good game. I didn't like it. I thought it was a bad game back then, but I tried to like it, so I did multiple playthroughs of like the beginning of the game. But I'd always stop at the same spot. I would stop at Sen's Fortress. So fast forward to 2 years ago, I got Dark Souls on my PC, and I was gonna try it again. Once again, I got further than before. I ended up beating Ornstein and Smo, but I stopped playing. So finally, last week, I started another playthrough, and I finally said, okay, I'm gonna fucking play through this game and beat it. But I'm gonna look up just like a super like cheese strat to like cheese the game basically, because I didn't want to play through it legit. I just wanted to like make the gameplay like stupid easy. So
Okay.
so I got like basically the best weapon in the game, and then I just like focused like my build around that and getting like spells that buff me and all that shit, which made the game dummy easy. Like bosses I've never fought before that were supposed to be difficult, I was beating like first try and shit
Damn.
because I was literally like 6-shotting bosses.
Damn,
Um,
must be grinding like hell.
Not really. It's pretty easy once you get the weapon. And then you can get the weapon super early in the game too. The only bad thing about the weapon I used, it's called the Black Knight Halberd. The only bad thing is that you're not guaranteed to get it because it's a drop from a Black Knight, and the Black Knight does not respawn, so you can't farm for it. So you have to get lucky.
Oh, shit.
So, but there's a mechanic in Dark Souls 1 where called Humanity. Do you remember the Embers from Dark Souls 3, Francisco?
Yeah.
It's basically kind of like that. But if you have a certain number of humanity on you and you use them, it basically kind of equips the humanity to you, and the more humanities you have, the higher your drop rate for items is. So I had a shit ton of humanity, which basically just guaranteed the drop for me. So I kind of like, what's the word? Manipulated the
Did
drop
they
rate,
stack?
I guess. Yeah, it stacks.
Oh, damn. Okay.
So I basically manipulated the drop rate and pretty much made it guarantee. So I got the weapon. I maxed it out super early as well because that weapon maxes out at +5. And it scales good on strength. So I just put like all my points in the strength. And it was just made the game super easy. But finally, after beating Dark Souls, after thinking it was a bad game for all these years, I can confidently say I still think it's a bad game.
It didn't change.
It's
How
just
could you like? How could you like Dark Souls 3 but not Dark Souls 1?
because Dark Souls 3 is actually like a polished game. So Dark Souls 1 is, for one, it's slower, and for two, it's like really clunky, and also the certain mechanics that come back in like later Souls games, like equip load and stuff like that, are just more harsh in Dark Souls 1. So, for example, in Dark Souls 3 and, like Elden Ring, you have the lightweight, medium weight, and then heavyweight, right? And the rolls for each, like, weight class in Dark Souls 3 and in Elden Ring is pretty generous. Like, a heavy roll in Dark Souls 3 and in Elden Ring, you could still get by with, and for the most part, still be okay. But the fat roll in Dark Souls 1 is really bad. And if you're trying to fat roll your way through Dark Souls 1, then you're just gonna lose every time. The medium roll in Dark Souls 1 is like a fat roll in like Elden Ring.
Oh God.
Jesus.
Like that's how bad it is. And the weight requirement is harsher as well. If you're below 70% equip load, and I think it's both Dark Souls 3 and Elden Ring, you'll still be medium. But in Dark Souls 1, it's 50%. So you have to put a lot more points into endurance if you want to wear heavier armor.
Okay, that makes sense.
Also, there's a bunch of really bad hitboxes. There's also a lot of like segments where you're like walking on like a bridge or something, and then the game just decides, you're gonna fall and die now, because they just fucking couldn't properly design like a level like surface or something. There's just so many like little things like that just pile on and on and on.
Yeah, that's one of the reasons why I don't want to play the old Dark Souls, along with especially Dark Souls 2.
Yeah, I've heard from a lot of people, and from the things I've seen, Dark Souls 2 is even worse. Because it's basically like the same engine and mechanics, but with certain differences that just make the game hard for no reason.
Yeah, I heard that I guess the developers thought that, hard equals good game.
Yeah, well, man, that's another thing that I don't like. It's not hard because Dark Souls 1 isn't hard because the way they designed the game, the tasks that you have to complete are difficult. Dark Souls 1 is hard because the game is poorly designed and you get killed with bullshit. It's not like Dark Souls 3 where the enemy designs are actually like fun and fair and like the combat's like fluid and fast, Dark Souls 1's design is slow and sluggish, and the enemies are just annoying. Got literally the basic enemies. The very first enemies you come across in Dark Souls 1 are got to be some of the most annoying enemies in the whole franchise. Because there's...
What are they, just like super slow warriors or something, or?
You would think they'd be slow, but they're not. They're fucking fast.
These fuckers are
basically they're just they're basically just regular humans, and they don't deal a lot of damage. But anytime you ever see them, there's always at least like 6. And so they'll like gang up on you. And they all have this one attack where they just wildly swing their sword. And it'll hit you literally like 7 times.
What the fuck?
And if 2 of them are doing that, you're guaranteed dead every time.
It reminds me of those Malaysian men from Elden Ring, the ones that use the daggers. And they like hit you about 5 times, and then they do like a long slash at you.
Or the marionette guys, where if you hit them to like half health, they'll start spazzing out.
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty much, but like even worse. Because these guys will also have like a fucking super jump. They'll jump at you from really far, and it's really fast, and they literally never miss. They hone in on you. It's just so fucking annoying.
No waste for the wicked.
Yeah. That sounds pretty bad. All right, I'm gonna be right back. I need to go switch on my laundry. I'll be right back.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Dark Souls 1. I don't like it.
I was gonna say that oh shit. I'm so tired.
Dude, it'd be like that.
I am.
Yeah, me too.
This
That's why I'm drinking this
is
gamer subs.
This is the point where I'm fighting really hard to stay awake.
I'm fighting for my life, damn it.
I really am, dude. Like, I am leaned up, against my chair. My feet are up on the desk, and I'm just like, my eyes are getting heavy.
Why is everything so heavy?
Oh my god. I was gonna tell Francisco, like, if there's any more topics, because I know that you put some in the topics group chat here.
Yeah, I got more video game related shits.
If I get really silent, it's because I probably did fall asleep.
Okay, sounds good.
I'm sorry, it's just, it doesn't help that Discord is lagging my audio, and that this baby is just fucking sapping the life out of me.
Yeah, well, you decided to get pregnant, so no one else to blame but yourself.
I know.
Well, you said you had some news, or you had some drama that you wanted to talk about.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, but I gotta wait for this fucking bitch now doing this laundry like a cunt. So we have to wait for him.
Nah, fuck him. Just get started.
So,
Alright, I'll be right back.
I hate you.
I'm just kidding.
So a couple months ago, this customer came in, and she sat down with one of our bankers, and she was a mess. She was crying really badly. She was saying that her dad just passed away. And I guess this customer was like almost friends with my teammates, because they were banking there for fucking years. Like, they knew each other. And so to hear this, they were sad, and they gave the condolences to the daughter, right? So the banker gave condolences.
Condolences.
Yeah, that's what I meant. And my manager gave her condolences, and so did the branch manager. The branch manager didn't hear it, though, until she was already outside of the building. So he ran outside after her to give her a hug and talk to her, and, everyone was really sad. Except for me, because I don't know who the fuck this was, but, still, it was sad that her dad passed away. It was like she was fighting against cancer. He was in the hospital. They was watching him just slowly die. Like, it was really sad what she was saying. Fast forward, till today, that apparently that girl who came in and said her dad died, this is my dad, and this and that, was the step daughter of his marriage, and lied to the bank that he died to try to take control of the trust account that he had.
What?
And the real daughter came in to be like, hey, this is what's going on. My dad is actually alive. She is not allowed to have any of the trust. She lied, and here's what's going on, And apparently even presented court case paperwork that they're suing her. And it's like, holy shit. So here is where the drama kicks in.
Wait, I'm confused. How did she think she was... How did she think she would get away with that? Like, wouldn't you have to, provide, documents to prove that this person died?
Here's the thing. She was able to somehow get a faked death certificate, brought it to us. We said, yeah, this is legit, submitted it, and gave her power. So here's where the drama kicks in. Because now she's saying that we are also liable. We didn't check our resources, and we gave power to someone who lied. Which, facts, yes, this is true. But if you knew that your so-and-so stepsister did this, wouldn't you have come sooner to fix everything?
Yeah, because you said this was like months ago, right?
Yes, this was like 2 or so months ago that this happened. And I'm just standing there
What
with
happened?
my hand over my face like, oh my fucking god. Like, what a
Sounds like a whole lot of
terrible
not your problem, though.
Dude, what a shit show. And I'm just like, there's so many theories going through my head. Like, is the stepsister after money? Is she after an account overtake? Are the real sisters, or the real sister, like, trying to kick her out of the family? Like, what the fuck's going on? And my manager
Well, it's got to
was
be for money.
pissed.
Like, that's the only thing that I could think of.
Yeah, and my manager, dude, was pissed. Like, his face turned red like a cherry. And I was just like, oh.
That's the motherfucking situation.
Oh, right.
To
were
get
fully
you
closed.
caught up in the lore, Francisco. Yeah, here's the TLDR. A girl came into the bank, said that her dad died. Everybody was super sad. She had fake death certificate to, for proof of the death, so that way she can take control of like the trust. Fast forward several months later, that girl that came in was actually just a stepdaughter, and the real daughter says this girl is lying and her dad's actually alive, and they're suing her.
Jesus.
And it's just like,
Well. I never thought I'd hear anything about this.
Yeah, it's fucking crazy, right?
and it's like, what do we even, like,
That's
what
genius.
do we even
Write that
say?
down. Write that down.
Sorry, here's a lollipop.
I know, it's like, and my manager was pissed, dude, because it seemed like they really knew this family well, like the bank itself. And so when they found all this information out today, because the daughter came in today, everybody except for me was kind of like upset and livid. And I'm just kind of like, you guys want to fill me in on the cheese, man? Like, what's going on? So then they told me what they told me, and I was just like, no way.
Yeah, that's kind of crazy.
So I have no idea what's going to happen with that situation. But I'm going to sit my fat ass up on the tire line and watch from the counter.
Watch from the bleachers.
Yeah, when... And that...
Catch
this
it
all...
on pay-per-view.
And this all happened within like the last 30 minutes of the branch opened before closing. So we like closed the doors and he told us everything, and he's just like yelling, just like, this is fucking bullshit. Are you who the fuck does that? Like, he was mad.
Yeah, I don't blame him.
Yeah. To
What
lie.
are you doing up there?
To lie about your dad's death, actually go through the work and process of faking the certificate, faking like everything. Like, you can't trust her anymore. You can't believe
Absolutely
what she
not.
says. And it just feels so wrong, because it's like, dude, she did this all just to have power of the trust. What has she done now?
That's a good point. And this has been months.
It's been months, dude. What if all the money's gone? Just fucking gone. Because the real daughter said that her father is in a hospice care right now. And, they're needing money, right? Because for him to stay there, it's really expensive to have hospice care. And they noticed that a large sum has been moved. And that's why she came in to tell. Oh shit, block that out. To tell my boss everything.
Well,
That was just
only
like,
time can tell what will happen.
oh. Yep. Pretty much. But that was the cheese man.
Good times.
Since we're on a drama train right now, you guys want to hear some more video game drama?
The gossip toxic
Yeah, I'm always down for
train.
video game drama.
Did you guys hear what happened to Escape from Tarkov?
You know what? I had no idea what the situation was until just a few hours ago when I saw a video on it.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
This
I was
No.
actually watching a video from the Ackman.
Oh,
Is
I
this
saw
a
that video too,
Minecraft-
actually.
Is this a Minecraft
Yeah.
speedrunner?
No. Do you know what Escape from Tarkov is?
Oh. No, I thought it was like this player dude from Minecraft speed racing because it seems like a lot of drama starts with those guys.
Nah. So basically, Escape from Tarkov was a very successful, very popular extraction shooter. And an extraction shooter is basically a type of game where you're like at a main hub or main world or whatever, and then you gear up, and then you go into like an area or map. You go around, you kill NPCs, or you can kill other people. You get loot, and then you extract. And whatever you extract with, you take back with you. But if you die, whatever you took in with you, you lose.
Oh,
So
shit.
basically, it's just like a fun, exhilarating game of like, ooh, going in, try to get new loot, or but I could die and lose it all. You know, that type of.
If
like,
you lose
gameplay.
it all-
It's pretty fun, actually.
Risk versus reward.
Yeah, it's pretty fun, actually. I didn't have a good PC at the time that Escape from Tarkov came out, so I played a different game called Vigor because it was on the Xbox, and that was pretty fun. But anyways,
Okay.
to get to the drama here, basically, Escape from Tarkov came out many years ago, and they were planning some new content for the game. And there was a version of the game that people bought in the past called the Eternal Darkness or something like that. I don't remember exactly all the names of everything, but basically there was a deluxe like bundle that came with the game and like some cosmetics and stuff, as well as a promise to all future DLCs for free, right?
Nice.
Now, Escape from Tarkov developers, and this is from the developers. This is not like publishers like the Sony Helldiver situation. This is the developers themselves. They have
Oh,
announced a new exclusive like collector's bundle again that comes with the game and all these other features, as well as the new game mode that they're going to be adding. And it's $250.
What? What? How?
For the same game. Just a different edition of it.
Dude, that is insane.
And that's, to my knowledge, buying that version is the only way to get access to the new game mode that they're adding to the game, because it's quote unquote not DLC. So anybody who bought the regular version of the game or even the last bundle will still have to buy like this version to get access to that new game mode.
Dude, that's like screwing the people over.
Exactly. So this initially like started taking place about a week ago
About a
And,
week
um,
ago.
or 2 weeks, something like that. And
About 2 weeks ago.
since then, people have voiced their opinions, and there's been outcry and everything like that. And so the developers of Escape from Tarkov only kind of went back on their word. They basically said like, okay, we'll go ahead and like give this to everybody who bought the last deluxe version, but everybody who buys like the new version is gonna still get like all kinds of like shit that the other people aren't gonna get, including like priority matchmaking, which is just fucking stupid.
What? Why would they do that?
Yeah, $250 for a game that essentially you already have.
Yeah, and it'll come with pay to win features as well, which totally goes against like the whole point of the game,
I
where
hate that.
everybody's like on even footing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because that's kind of like the whole thing with Escape from Tarkov, like the realism and like the community and like the whole fact that even if you go in like super like loaded out, if somebody's just really good, they can still like get you with just like a regular pistol, But the bundle is going to be coming with some pay to win features where basically there's like a helmet or like some armor that makes it to where some of the NPC like enemies won't detect you, from like a certain distance or something like that. So it'll just straight up make the game easier.
Boring.
Yeah. bunch of bullshit basically. And to my knowledge, up to today, they still kind of haven't really like gone back and like fixed all the bullshit that they plan on adding.
Yeah, it's really scummy.
Do you remember what else was in that video, Francisco? If I missed anything?
I did not watch the whole video. And Escape from Tarkov wasn't the only thing that was mentioned in the video. I know they were talking about Helldivers and all that stuff, but that's pretty much all I know about it. I guess players that play Escape from Tarkov will be able to identify the people that bought the $250 dollar edition. And
Oh yeah, they'll have like some emblem or something.
yeah, and it's gonna be like, yo, kill on sight.
Pretty much, yeah. It's on site.
Yeah. But yeah, that's just terrible, honestly. $250 to play this game.
Hell
Yeah,
no.
If you
that's just
for
fucking
four
horrible.
people to do like a regular run for Escape for Tarkov, that's $1,000.
Yeah. Oh, and that's the other thing too. The new game mode that they're adding is PvE. So like, it's a game mode that you can just like play offline too, and they're still like requiring people to like spend $250 fucking dollars on this shit.
It just sounds like they're greedy.
That's all it is. Corporate
Yeah,
greed.
Yeah, it's I don't know what the hell's going on in their minds, dude.
Not much, obviously.
That's a good way to. That's a good way to betray your community. Dedicated community that's been with you for years. You know.
Yeah, just upcharge.
Yep.
So I'm seeing on here that you're playing Resident Evil 4, Junior.
Yep.
I stopped playing the VR version of it, but I just remembered. Remember when you're in the sewers and you fight that one like big bug, the right hand,
That big ass fucking.
Oh yeah.
dude. That thing in first person is terrifying as fuck.
Oh, I bet.
Yeah, cause I'm shorter than Leon, so it looks even bigger to me.
Yeah.
And that thing, like, you can run pretty fast in the VR version of Resident Evil 4, but you still can't outrun that thing.
Yeah,
And the
good
fact
luck.
that you have to be like up close and personal in order to knock over the nitrogen whatever
Yeah.
and all that stuff. Yeah. It's some scary shit. Fun as fuck though. I love playing it.
Yeah, man. I wish I had one so I could play too, but it is what it is. I just settle for the regular version. In fact, I just died. Cool.
Yeah, I see that. But yeah, what happened when there was passion and love in the gaming? I would love to do my own game. Of course, it's going to be a Star Fox 64 clone.
Of
No one
course,
will play
naturally.
it.
It's going to have 12 levels. Each one's going to have a boss with cheesy dialogue.
Hey, Einstein, I'm over here.
Watch where you're flying!
Dude, actually, you just fucking reminded me. I thought of this dumbass joke earlier today, and it made me laugh to myself because nobody else was around to laugh with me.
Fucking
But
loser.
Sam.
imagine this situation. A wizard hands you a staff, a magic staff. And he goes, here, take this. This staff is called mitochondria. And
Oh,
then
no.
you hear somebody go, it's the powerhouse of the spell.
You can't hear me,
That was
but
it.
I'm laughing.
That was the whole joke.
Okay.
Yeah,
As soon
that was
as he
it.
said a wizard, I'm like, in the blizzard?
No,
Oh
not,
my
not a
God.
wizard in a blizzard.
Here's your
Lizard wizard in the
mitochondria.
blizzard, y'all.
Oh, my Shut this. That. Shut the fuck up,
Here.
Junior.
This is mitochondria. It's the powerhouse of the spell.
So fucking stupid.
Anyways.
I have to tell Ben that.
Did you guys hear about Cheeseman?
What?
I was just looking at the topics that I put here, and I just remembered Cheese Man.
Like the cheese tax?
Cheese man?
No, not the cheese tax.
The cheese tax.
The fuck is the
The
cheese tax?
cheese tax. What? You don't know the cheese tax?
No.
Surprised you haven't heard of the
Everyone-
cheese tax, to be honest.
When the dog come running,
What?
you gotta pay the tax.
Basically,
Nope, I have no idea what you're talking about.
this I think this was like a week ago now. Oh man, it's been so long since we recorded. I don't remember when anything happened. But basically, there was this dude who put up flyers in New York, right? I
Oh,
think it
God,
was
yes, New
I think it
York.
was Central Park. And basically, he says, "I'm gonna eat a whole tub of cheese balls. Come join me." Basically, right? And
I'm gonna pass.
fast yeah, so fast forward to the day, and like actually like 100 or more people show up, and there's this dude who's got his face covered, he's wearing a mask, and he's got a full tub of cheese balls,
Oh my god.
and people are getting fucking hyped for this dude. Like they're legit like chanting and cheering for him, going cheese man, and there's like probably 200 people just surrounding this dude watching him eat cheese balls.
What the fuck?
And it's getting fucking hyped too. But I think the best part about the whole like situation is right before he starts eating, he goes, "By the way, I'm allergic to gluten."
Oh my god. What the fuck?
Oh, so he fucking dies, is what you're saying.
I just saw a TikTok of somebody that was there, and dude, that shit was so funny. Everyone getting hyped, going, "Eat that balls! Eat them balls!"
Oh my god. This is all New Yorkers have. Just a man who eats cheese balls for fun.
Yeah, I guess so.
They've seen everything now, so nothing phases them.
about it. This is New York.
Oh, did you guys hear about the couple under the blanket at New York?
I did.
Oh, I did see a video on that. Yeah.
Oh my god, dude, I was so grossed out. I was just like, ugh, ugh.
Sorry, won't happen again.
Like nasty.
I just thought it was kind of funny.
I would have been like, yeah, that's my boy.
Dude, there's
Kick her in the
kids
balls.
there.
They can look away.
Oh
Not in
my
the video
god.
I saw, there weren't.
It was in the middle of a park.
Doesn't mean there's kids there. Just because you're at a park doesn't mean kids are
Oh
there.
my
Could have been a
god.
school day.
Yeah, it could have been like 11 a.m. on a Wednesday
There are still
they could have been
kids
at school.
out.
in the middle of like February or something.
Oh.
Well, they should be in school.
See, that's your headcanon, Ruby.
Falling asleep. Okay. Well, but
Good
yeah,
anyways.
that was it. So who's Mike Pollock? Pollock. Or whatever.
Mike Pollock is the voice actor of Eggman.
Oh, I thought
Oh.
it was like related to Jackson Pollock.
Who's Jackson Pollock?
I don't know.
Oh, okay.
That's just a name
Well.
I've heard before.
Okay, cool.
So
Well,
what's
anyways.
up with Eggman?
No, Mike Pollock recently did I think it's called like a Twitter takeover or something. No, it's called something. Twitter Circle, Twitter Live, I don't know.
Oh,
But anyways.
Twitter Space. I think that's what this is called.
Yeah, Twitter Space, that's what it's called. And he was just getting like, fans on air to like talk or whatever. And there was two different things that happened during the Twitter Space. One of them was Mike Pollock put this girl on the air. He's like, "All right, hello, like what's up, whatever,
Mhm.
And it's silent for like a little bit, and then you hear the woman on the other line be like, "I'm playing with my rose toy," and you just hear like the most violent vibration on the phone, like. Grrrr.
What the
Wait, what's a roast toy? Is that a vibrator?
Yeah.
Oh. Okay.
And then she like repeats herself again. "I'm playing with my rose toy." And Mike Pollock is just like, all right, thank you for wasting our time. Moving on. Kicks her off.
Nice.
That was funny. But then, like, later on in the stream, I think Mike Pollock kinda, sort of, like, was on Israel's side for the whole Israel-Gaza-Palestine war, whatever.
Oh God.
And nobody on Twitter liked that. So now he's, like,
It's probably canceled.
getting canceled, pretty much.
Yep.
Everyone's saying that Mike Pollock is an asshole now.
Okay.
So there's just that whole drama, and people are saying like, "Oh, this guy could could replace Mike for Eggman's voice." Blah 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 blah.
Oh, they're
It's just
coming up
like-
with future voice actors for him.
Well, I guess in Sonic Prime, Eggman already has a different voice actor, so they're like, "Oh, just get him."
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but it's just like, oh, come on, man. This whole war thing and choosing sides and whatnot, it's just like,
It's the internet.
Yeah.
You're not allowed to have an opinion.
I was gonna
Yeah,
say, when it
that's-
comes to political shit, like very big stuff like that, you just have to stay quiet and not choose a side, because no matter, damned if you do, damned if you don't.
no, but then you're gonna be called ignorant.
Well,
I mean, I'd rather be ignorant.
yeah.
There's
In
there's
this
just there's
case-
just shit I just don't care about.
I'm like, I got bills to pay.
Yeah. Like
I need to work a double on Thursday, or else I'm not feeding myself. So
as long as the war doesn't come over here, like I really don't care.
and if it does, bring it on.
No. No.
Shop
If
brought
it
to the
is, I live to tell the tale, and if I die, then I don't get to pay bills anymore. It's a win-win situation for me.
Yeah, but then you won't get to watch the Avatar movie if you die, though.
The Avatar movie.
The last
Which
Airbender
one?
Avatar movie that's coming out soon.
It's coming out in October.
Wait, but there's already a series that's out.
Yep.
They're making a movie now?
Yeah, they made a
This
movie
is-
that takes
this
place
is-
after. It's like 10 years after the events of the show or something like that.
This is about when Sokka, Aang,
What?
Katara, and Zuko are like grown up in their like teenage adult years. It's before they make the New
Who's
Republic.
Tyra? The New Republic?
He hasn't seen Korra.
Oh, so that's why you don't know what the hell we're talking about.
No, I don't. You mean the New Republic from Star Wars?
It's called Republic City.
From Fallout?
No, that's called Diamond City.
Oh, no, I meant the California New Republic.
No,
Or the New Republic of California, whatever the fuck it's called.
No!
God, there's so much shit going on. Look, man, all I'm excited is for The Boys. Season 4 is coming out in June. Oh. And you know
Let's
what?
hear
I
it
still
for
need to
The
watch the new
Boys.
season of Invincible.
I do too, actually.
I forgot about
Oh,
that
dude,
show.
actually, speaking of shows and the boys, yo, have you guys seen Fallout?
I saw the first episode.
I've only seen the first, 2 episodes.
Okay, I've also only seen.
I've
the
yet
first
to watch the third episode.
I think
Oh.
the first episode was
Well.
okay. I wasn't too intrigued.
It was a long episode.
I wasn't too intrigued about Maximus and the Brotherhood of Steel because I always just found them boring in the Fallout universe anyways. But what happened to Lucy and the Ghoul was really good.
Dude, the first 10 minutes of Fallout is, amazing.
It was pretty good.
Yeah,
It caught my
liked it.
attention.
And I do like the Ghoul.
Yeah, it caught my
The
attention.
Ghoul definitely
really fucking
put
fast.
all his points into charisma.
If you ask me, the first episode is actually better than the second episode.
I just don't care about the
second
Brotherhood
episode-
of Steel.
That's when everyone meets, right?
What'd you say, Francisco?
I haven't seen it. So
The second episode is where everyone meets, right?
Goddamn, Ruby, stop talking at the same time as him.
The second episode is where they all meet, right?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. Wait, that's the one with dog meat.
That's not his name, but okay.
Oh, well, it's a dog. It's like STK 2187 or some shit like that. I don't know.
Yeah. I thought that
It's
episode
dog
was actually
meat.
pretty weak, specifically because of the way they portrayed. Portrayed. Anyways, because of the way they portrayed the power armor and like that whole fighting sequence and everything, like when that dude gets attacked,
Shit.
when he gets attacked by that bear, it is like the slowest fucking thing ever. Like it is such a high school drama class like choreographed fight scene. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah, but the power armor like dude, Knight Titus, he totally seems like a Fallout player that doesn't want to like fast travel or doesn't want to like not do anything while they're waiting to do shit. He's like, "Take me off. I'm bored. I want to shoot something."
Yeah. But yeah, that part, and then the fight later on when the other guy's wearing the power armor, the same situation. It's just like such a poor like representation of power armor.
Yeah, I do think it's the armor itself, like practically it looks really cool. It's really well done.
Oh yeah, the practical effects for sure look badass. But like,
The voice modulation and all that stuff.
yeah, but like when they shows them actually fighting in the power armor, it's like, bro, this shit's fucking lame.
It's funny because you know that dude? What's his name in the show? His name is like Theodis or something. The white dude that like bullies Maximus.
Oh yeah,
I think his name was like Theodis or something like that. That same actor is in a show that me and my wife watched. It's called Superstore, and he's like this teenager that he wants to like pursue a rap career instead of getting an actual job.
okay, yeah.
And I associate him with that character because that's like where I first saw him at. And whenever he like talked in that show, he would always end his sentences with beep, 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 that like siren.
Oh, the air horns.
Yeah, so every time I see him like in the Fallout show, I'm always like beep, 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 beep. Yo, that's what's up, man. Do.
And that's what we call an egg salad.
But yeah, I got a soft spot for that actor in my heart because of his role in that show.
Makes sense. But yeah, 2 episodes into the Fallout show so far. It's good. They need to do a better job with their power armor scenes.
Makes sense.
Yeah, I personally don't care about the Brotherhood of Steel, so I'm just like, eh.
I mean, lore-wise, they're a
waiting-
cool faction.
They are. It's just they're just boring. Like to interact with, to just do stuff for them. It was just the same shit.
You mean like in the
No,
game?
same
Yeah.
shit, different day.
God damn it. Well, they could be different in the show. You just gotta keep watching.
Yeah, I plan to. Well, if you guys want to keep going, go for it. I am literally falling asleep. Like I've like hit my desk with my head like a couple times now.
Why would you do that?
Just because I felt like
All right, I got a challenge for you, Ruby.
No.
Do it one more time, but harder.
No.
Guarantee you, you'll be awake.
Oh, like this?
Or go to sleep forever. Well, do we have any other topics to talk about? Honestly,
I could have sworn I had something else to talk about, but I can't really think of it off the top of my head, except for like the whole not custom, like video games that I would make.
oh yeah. I had some. I got this other thing that I want to do, but like, I kind of gotta prep it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I think I need to prep some stuff too. Like I used to be able to like have a thought, immediately go into our podcast like topics thing and just type it in real quick, and I would do that like 5 times a day. And now whenever something interesting happens, I'm like, ah ha ha, that's nice or cool. And then I forget about it and I forget to post it in the Discord.
Yeah, that's happened to
So
me
I need
too.
to get back in. I need to get back into the habit of actually like putting interesting stuff into our topics channel.
Yeah. The one thing that I do remember I wanted to talk about is I just finished watching Jujutsu Kaisen, and that's a really fucking good show. You guys got to watch that shit ASAP.
I'll put it on my list.
Yeah,
The
right at the
Captain
top.
America, like, I'll put it on my list.
Right at the top of your list. That's where you're putting it.
I don't know, man. Rosario Vampire for the 5th time's on top of my list right now.
Fuck, you're
You
right.
can't watch that again.
Man, I grew up as a pink mocha fan, and now I'm a huge fan of the white-paired mocha fan. I'm like, oh.
Mocha was actually one of my least favorites personally.
Well, my all-time favorite is Mizure, the purple-haired chick.
Exactly.
She... yeah, she's the best. I can't deny that.
Yes.
I was gonna say it's either her or the one with the huge titties.
Oh, the one with the blue hair?
Yeah.
I forgot her name.
Kurumu Corona.
Yeah, that's what it is.
All right. Do we have anything else to talk about? Because I need to go get my laundry before it closes in 3 minutes.
What the fuck? I don't think so.
No, hit us out with the
Right,
outro.
all right, go ahead, Junior.
Okay, well, you go get your laundry. I'll say bye for you. All
Bah.
right, thanks.
I can wait. I can wait.
All right, thanks for listening to the Mighty Beans podcast. This one was very much scatterbrained and last minute. This is the first time we recorded in a couple of weeks, just because of a bunch of shit happening. But you know, it is what it is.
We rusty.
Rusties.
We rusty and dusty and crusty and musky.
Yeah,
Ciao.
we're moving,
Big drusky.
having shit internet, and then just some other stuff going on. But yeah, thanks for listening.
Big shit stuck in the asshole.
The next episode will be a full episode. I'm gonna have some shit prepared for it.
Sounds
Hell
good.
yeah, another tier list.
You know me so well.
It's been a while. I think we're due for one.
Yeah,
We have to think of what
we'll
though.
do a fork tier list.
We'll do suicide method tier list.
Oh my god.
Anyways, that's it. Have a good night. We'll catch you later.
Bye.
Later.